I'm lagging.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's happening,
Good
everybody?
morning.
Welcome to episode 185 of AltadenaTalks, and today is the Toni Talk segment. So I am one of the co-hosts, Jamal Smith. Brian is on assignment in the background. I'm gonna turn it over to.
I'm Toni Bailey Rains, as you all know. And today I have a guest with us. Her name is Gosh, my mouth is already starting. Sunshine Roxas. And hi, Brian. You want to introduce yourself? No? Oh, he came on. He popped on. He popped off. So that's Brian Bacchus, Sunshine. He is our founder and co-host with us of the Altadena Talk Show. And you and I connected recently. You reached out to me. Someone gave you my information because of what we are doing here on Altadena Talks. And everything is all things Altadena for us because that is our hometown. We love, love, love Altadena. And after the fires, January 7th, this got started and it continues to grow. And our reach is continuing to grow. And so you are on today specifically to talk about your company, which is Rapid Response Restoration. But before we go to any of that, I'm going to hand it over to you. You tell me a little bit about who you are, what the company is about, and then we'll get into just a real organic conversation about that and what you can do to help Altadenians as well.
Am I?
Yes,
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sunshine Roxas. I'm the Vice President for Sales and Marketing for Rapid Response Restoration. So actually, what we're doing is we're helping people who got affected into fire, wind, molds as well, and water. So now, when I heard about Altadena and I felt bad about it, because I'm part of Chamber of Commerce too. I'm one of the ambassadors of Chamber of Commerce, and for Lions Club, I'm also a director. And I've been doing community service since 19 years old, way back in the Philippines, and now I got involved here. And then I reached out to one of my friends, which is Aris Miranda, and I told him I really want to help those people. I just need the right guidance and the right direction to get hold of the people in Altadena, Pasadena, or the locations that got affected into fire. So he gave me the number of Toni, and Toni is so friendly, very kind to help me out. And she was like, Sunshine, why don't you join the podcast? I was like, sure, why not? So what we're doing in our company started we're a baby company. We're not that big, but God bless us that we are doing our job well too. And if you're gonna check also for our website, you can see all the reviews on how we cater our clients. So on the other hand, what we are doing, we do the one that I mentioned earlier, and we can help people as well to process their insurance. And we don't charge for any estimates because our goal is to help people who got affected into fire or any restorations that they need.
Yeah, because there's restoration sometimes that happens not because of just fire, obviously the smoke damage, but installation in an attic or walls. There's flood restoration. Sometimes it has to happen. Sometimes people have burst pipes and then they have to redo their floor, and they have flooding. And a lot of times, so that they don't get mold, they would call a company like yours. A lot of people know of ServPro, but I have to be honest, a lot of people that we've heard from after the Altadena fire, I know Palisades, all of that had fires at the same time, but we are Altadenians, and so we talk about Altadena. But a lot of the people that we've heard from, their insurance companies automatically referred them to ServPro. And a lot of people said ServPro did a horrible job and they had extra remediation to do. And, it was bad. So I'm super glad that you reached out and that we're bringing you on today. And I do want to talk about your company. I do want to bring up, and maybe you could speak to the website if Jamal could bring that up. And we can speak to some of the things that you do, or look at some of the reviews and the services, and look at the gallery and see exactly what you all do. So, is that on the homepage, Jamal, or I see? Are you clicking around to different places?
It's the
Yeah.
homepage.
Okay, so this is the main homepage. Sorry, Jamal. It looks like I interrupted your breakfast when I had you pop back in. Didn't mean to do that. But
Yeah.
so yeah, this says the best solution, right, for restoration. And if we scroll down, it talks about the services list, and it says restoration services with expert care. And it lists different types of services. So do you want to speak to those different types of services that you all have listed?
Yes. Actually, for us and our company, because um, as said earlier, like our company just started like 2 years plus, but I've been in the industry for like 6 years. And then on the other hand, like the owner is my friend. I want to help him out with his business, and we're having a good relationship. Because for me, like working and you're not happy, it's not like, like the enthusiastic on the drive of like what you're doing. Because for me, I function with energy. And then this part for the restoration as well, what we're doing, as mentioned earlier, we do mold remediation and restoration. And the thing is with us, we do build back as well. So now if you can go to, if you like the viewers, if you can check our website, I can guarantee you that we can give a good service as well. And
So
then
when you say we do build back as well, what do you mean by that?
so once there's like a water restoration, for example, this wall, behind this wall has pipes, right? Of course, when we do our moisture reading, once it's positive, we're going to do the demo. So we're going to crack this wall. Some
Okay.
water restoration company or restoration company, they don't do the build back. They crack
Oh,
the
they
wall.
won't add the drywall back and smooth it out and
Mhm.
paint and all of that. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
And like on the other hand, we always ask our clients before signing the contract. We love to close the sale, but it's not all about the closing. It's all about servicing the client well. And we don't really charge, like, no, we don't rip off our clients because we feel our clients.
Okay, so Jamal, can you scroll down a little to the where it says we see the services there, but it shows a little better, right? Services we're offering. It says water damage restoration, fast, reliable water damage restoration. So if any pipes burst or you have flooding, you all do that. Mold inspection and remediation. That's super important because one of my children was living in a ADU in Arcadia a couple of years ago, and she had to move because she had mold, and the landlords fought us tooth and nail on getting and paying for somebody to come check, and then he had to recheck. But the mold that they found, they had to even open her headboard, and all on the back side of her headboard there was mold. It was literally all over the house, get in the bathroom, in the kitchen, under the sink, in her bedroom, and she wound up suing them. But if you don't get the right company, they tried to hire ServPro. I said no, because it was friends of theirs, and they let them come in and said, "Oh, she's fine." I said, "No, I want a second person," and I made them pay for it. And it was 64,000 times what mold is acceptable. And so she had to move out for a while, and then they remediated, and then the same guy came back and he tested, and his results were what wound up winning her case. But after that, the landlord started acting real funny and stuff, and so she moved in with my parents in Altadena, and then the fires happened. So about a year, after. But if you don't do the right mold remediation, mold has spores and can go in your lungs and everything, and mold can cause brain damage and neurological issues and can kill you. So I love to see that you all have mold inspection and remediation services to, I believe, take the it's like an electronic device that can measure the mold inside the walls, in the floor, and all of that, and then cutting out wherever the mold may be and making sure it's gone, and spraying the right, not just bleach, right? But there's a solution that will eradicate the mold. So I love seeing that. And then I see you have emergency fire damage restoration, and that you provide 24/7 emergency fire restoration, smoke damage repair, and then restoring the home to the original condition. So in Altadena, there are still people that I know personally. I have a cousin that's struggling with, their insurance company. And I heard you say that earlier. So if someone calls you and says, look, I've been displaced for 8 months. I really need to get my home remediated, but I'm still fighting with my insurance company to pay for it. What are the services that you all offer when it comes to that? I know you say you'll work with them, but what does that look like? Do you guys have your own adjuster, or you work with their adjuster? What do you do to help someone so that their insurance will pay for their fire and smoke damage, smoke damage remediation?
Yes. Thank you for that, Tony. Actually, right now, when it comes to insurance, because of the fire, we're battling it, but we have a partner who are public adjuster. That's why we don't really leave our clients. We help them from start to finish the best way as we can. So all they have to do is to open their claim, and we're gonna help them process it. Because here's the thing: if the client will gonna open the claim and he's going to his or her fight back for the insurance, they don't know that the technicalities. So that's why we are here to help them out. For example, because you've mentioned like 8 months, right? For fire, I think like 8 months or a year plus. We can help them to clean up, but water damage is different as well, because once water damage is being dried up, it's hard for us to fight back. But for us, for the fire itself, we can help them as well. Actually, both sides, both parties, we can help them because we do the best thing as we can. When it comes to adjuster, yes, we have a public adjuster.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good, because your public adjuster knows how to get everything from the policy, from their insurance company, right? That they're owed, because we know that there are, hold on one second. Excuse me. Hey, Edub, I'm in the middle of the podcast. I'll call you back. Okay, bye. Okay, excuse me. That's one of Altadenian who's probably calling to ask me something. He's not watching right now, so I just put him. I'll call him back. Edub.
But Toni, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
No, go on.
Yeah, to add it on also, because when I came from a third world country, I came from Philippines. I'm Filipina. Before, like in our country, of course, the flood, and especially the problem right now, if you're if you're following the news, the DPWH, corruptions, and all this stuff. So when we have flood at home, I was like, all we have to do is just to get a pail of water and throw it outside and put a fan and let it dry. Now, when I got involved here in restoration, I am more conscious about our health. And it's not something that we're going to, take it for granted. Because when I think that was Altadena, my public adjuster took me there because he has a client. The fume, it made me dizzy, and I got sick for how many days when I got home. I can't
that was right after the fire, and you smelled from the debris, the toxic ash or whatever was in the air because of all of the homes that it burned. It was a horrible smell. And I know we've talked about it on here, the difference in how it smells now, and the fact that we can go to Altadena now and the things are clear. It smells fresh and clear again. Our birds are back, the coyotes are back, the bears are back, like all our wildlife is back out. But yes, right afterwards, it was horrific. And if you went up there, have a mask or two, because it was just horrible.
Yeah. Something, even though it's not visible, the smoke is not visible in your eyes, but if you can feel it. So here's the thing too. For example, this house is burned, right? And the other houses are not didn't get affected. But the debris and the fume, they got affected or having inside their house. We clean that as well. Aside from the house that is being burned out. So that is being burned. So we can help them clean it up. And then the thing that is surrounded, we can clean it as well as smoke restoration.
That's good, because I know that when your adjuster took you up there, you saw that the way this fire hit, there might be one house left standing on the whole block. And then there may be a block
Oh,
with none standing. And then there may be a block with half the block is gone, half the block is standing, right? And it
yeah.
was weird. It just skipped houses and all kinds of things. But I know people that were like cat a corner to my parents' house. You could see their house from it. And she just moved back in because she's had 8 months of restoration. We're at 8.5, almost 9 months on the 7th of October. But the fact is, her house didn't burn, but the firefighters had to get on the roof and vent it and spray. So not only did she have smoke damage, she had some water damage because they were on top of it trying to make sure that it didn't burn. And all the rest around it did, but hers didn't, right? So she had both. And and your company, obviously, that does both would be able to go in and take out all the attic insulation to redo that, scrub the walls down, make them clean, paint it again, whatever, or remove drywall, like gutting it and put up new drywall, whatever was required, and remediate that water damage. So that's really good because you're an all-in-one company. And even in that process where there was water, you could check and make sure there was no mold, or do that. You could do the smoke damage, the water damage, the mold remediation all in one. Because a lot of companies, I'll probably send your information over to my cousin today because she's really been fighting with her insurance, and they're still in the hotel, but her house didn't burn down. And so I've sent her a couple companies, and I don't know, if she's talked to them, but I will send her yours as well because, it might be the one company can't do it or can't get the insurance to do it and someone else can. But the fact is, what you all are doing is so important for our community and for the homes that are still standing. And those that, their windows may not have blown out, but the whole house has smoke damage, right? And then I never heard anyone say they could also do the surrounding area. So when you say that, let's say a house is here, was fully smoke and water damaged, whatever. 2 houses on each side, a house on each side burned down. Their lots have now been cleared, so it doesn't stink per se, right? And the debris is no longer there, but the dirt is still there. And so we know that we've got to clean up the dirt. We know that, this house is standing, their yard is intact or whatever. But what does that look like for toxic fumes so that once their house has been fully remediated, they can move back in, even though these other houses are burned down?
Exactly. Yes, we're doing that, like the film and all the stuff, the smoke restoration. We all do that. So anything and by the way, my phone is open 24/7 too. So if you have emergency job, I don't sleep. Yeah. So yes,
do you want us to list your phone number here?
Yeah. Okay. How to do this?
No. I have it. The cell phone you and I have spoken on.
Yes.
Okay, I'll post it in our internal private chat, and then they will post it up with your name. They'll add it to this. So give me one moment, and I'll pull that up, and Jamal or Brian will post it. But because if someone wants to get in touch with you, this is how they would do it, right?
Yes, ma'am. And then on the other hand, like Serve Pro is a branch out company. So they what do you call that? It's a franchise.
Franchise, right.
Yeah. But
I knew what you meant when you said branch out. I knew that meant franchise.
So us, one owner, and we're helping each other to make the company grow, and at the same time, helping people as well.
Yeah. It's that's super important, right? That everyone understands exactly what you do, and then on top of it, how you help and give back to the community. I do want to say this. You and I have spoken about some donations or giving money back or whatever for anyone that utilizes your service. And this is not anything like a kickback, because I told you we're not going to do it like you give money back to me or anything like that. However, AltadenaTalks Foundation, we are having a luncheon for the community that we are trying to feed 1,000 people. That's the Saturday before Thanksgiving. You and I talked about that on the phone the other day, and you said you would like to donate to that. So for anyone that happens to utilize Rapid Response Restoration LA and goes through Sunshine and they actually get remediation done, they will donate something to the foundation so that they are partnering with us in Altadena to give back. And then there may be another donation that you all do as well. But I do want to just acknowledge that and tell you and your friend who's owner of the company, thank you. Because what we do here is for our community, and we want to give back to our community. So this luncheon that we're having on Saturday, the 22nd of November, is just that, to give back and to feed our community, especially because at that point we will be 10 and a half months post-fire. And this will be the first Thanksgiving since the fire. And we think it's going to be quite emotional. But it's so needed, right? Because we are making sure in Altadena that for the restaurants and businesses that are still open, people go to them and support them so they can remain open until our population begins to really move back after building homes. We want to make sure that they stay in business. And what is happening is people are connecting with one another, right? Who have all been displaced because they're going back into the community. They're seeing their friends and neighbors. They're having dinners and lunches and going to the bars together so that they can see one another, because it's a very unique circumstance. Not everybody in the world becomes a post-disaster and a post-fire disaster survivor. And so everyone cannot share that experience. But now Altadena has become part of that group of people, like Lahaina, like Palisades, like the Camp Fire up north, like Boulder, Colorado, all that's the Marshall Fire. And so there is a camaraderie that you wind up having with people when they've gone through that. Now, even though we're post-disaster, ours is different because it's fire. We could possibly relate, but not totally, to someone on the East Coast that has gone through hurricanes and then had major flooding, or gone through tornadoes in the Midwest and lost a home that way. The loss is still extremely real because you lose everything, but it's a little different when it's fire. It's a little different when you talk about warnings and evacuations. We didn't necessarily, part of Altadena didn't get, the bulk of Altadena didn't get the notifications, probably because towers were down or whatever, the communication, where you might hear a tornado siren in the Midwest, right? Or they can tell you about a hurricane, it's coming, you feel the winds, you know the water's coming, things like that. But it's just this post-disaster community that you unwillingly become part of. And when you need resources like Rapid Response Restoration LA, the fact that you all are there and the fact that you want to give back to the community and really help is really important, and we're thankful for that.
Yeah, I'm so grateful also, Toni, and to add on with that too, to all Altadenians, part of it, like if you're going to call me, part of like, you know, you're paying, we're gonna go to the foundation as well. I'm here to help. And then Toni, you can call Toni anytime, or you can call me directly, and we'll see. We'll do the best as we can to help you all. And I know how it feels, and I'm grateful to be part of it. And thank you for the invitation, Toni. We're surely gonna go.
Yeah, absolutely. This is important to have you on. This is important to talk about and let people know that you are yet another resource that can help. And what we have seen from a lot of the people that have come into our town, they're not there to help. They're there to make money, right?
Yes.
And so when you called me, I really did feel the sincerity in your voice, because if I didn't, you wouldn't be on the show right now. Trust me. I check out things, I vet people. I don't just say, oh, come on, right? But your willingness to say, hey, anybody that does go with us, we want to give back to Altadena. We want to give a portion of it back, right? And I was like, oh, that's really nice, because we haven't heard that. And if it winds up something being donated to our foundation, it is going back to the community, whether it's feeding them and or gift cards or whatever. Anything we get and we report on it, we are giving right back to the community. It's not for our foundation to hold on to, and it's not for any of us that are here. So I love the fact that you were willing to do that, and that's not something that I talked about at all. You brought it up. You were like, Toni, we want to give back. How can we give back? So super thankful for that.
I'm grateful too, because you know, like this, cause of nature. It's out of our control. It's God's will. So for me, especially right now that my family is experiencing earthquake in the Philippines just today, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
really hard. Like everyone are calling me, my friends, my family. It's never been that easy, but I'm far from home, and I'm really willing to help people. Everyone needs help. So I'm
Everyone
grateful
needs
to
help.
give. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone needs help, and I'm grateful to help as long as I can. As said, I've even though like I'm part of the community service since 19 years old, but I've been helping people since I was a kid until now, and I'll never stop helping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's who you are. That's what's embedded in you. That's part of your own personal ministry to the world. And you're right. We cannot do anything without one another. And I
yeah,
think we are seeing that more and more with these disasters and with this um, administration that's in as they continue
mhm,
to take from, the
yes,
world, meaning like
mhm,
services. It is incumbent on us as people, as human beings, as neighbors to help one another. So, what are the steps to work with you and your company? Is it just that they call you directly or go to the website and put something, a contact card in, or
yeah.
what would be the best way?
I would suggest if you can call me directly, my phone is open, I said 24/7. Because like if you're gonna call the office, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to be like fast, I'm here. Like the phone number that Tony will gonna
That
that's
number.
on screen right now. That's my personal number. I have my business number, but I'm gonna give you my personal number.
Oh, no,
So
no, no, no. We can do your business.
no,
Which
it's
one?
okay. No, that's
No,
fine. No,
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 they
no, that's
snatched it
okay.
down.
No,
What
it's
is
okay.
no? What is the best number you want us to put up for people to reach you?
No, because that my business number will gonna go to my assistant. I'm here for Altadenians. Give my personal number, and I will be
That's
happy
what
to
you want?
assist directly. Yes,
Okay, that's what you want, that because that's what I
yes.
was looking for. I'll give them the number that you and I've been texting from. So that's what, look, everybody has my personal number now too. I always say, oh yeah, he'll put it on the screen. And that's how you got me, because that's my personal number. And I have put it on our show so many times. I'm like, I'm not even concerned with it. If I want my own private number, I will get a new number, and this number will become the public number because everybody has it.
Because
But if,
my business number will gonna go to my assistant, but no, I'm here for
okay.
Altadenians. I'm here for everyone who needs help. So you can call me directly.
Okay. And the thing about it is, even though we're talking Altadena, right? This talk show is literally called, or our podcast is Altadena Talks. And then
Yeah.
this segment happens to be Toni Talks, but we're Altadena people. However, if somebody is watching this, because we have Altadenians all over the place now, in different states, in different parts of California, or if you're in Palisades and are still dealing with this, you can call Rapid Restoration LA. You can call Sunshine. If you're in Malibu, Hollywood Hills, wherever there has been a fire and you have been affected this year, or if you have had a pipe burst and need water remediation, or if you have mold and need that remediation, any of the services that Rapid Response Restoration LA has, call them and call Sunshine and say, hey, I saw you talking to Toni, or I saw you on Altadena Talks. That's how she will know, right, that it was connected through here. And then that's when she'll give back to the community that, you're talking about or whatever. If somebody says, well, I saw it, but I'm in Palisades, so I want the donation to come to my community, right, rather than Altadena, we can make sure there's Pally Strong or different organizations, right? So we'll make sure that your donation, Sunshine, goes to whatever it is that person may want, that homeowner may want. But the fact that you have said, look, we're here to help. We are an Altadena. We are here to help, but we want to also give back to the community. And you told me, even if nobody contacts you, you still want to partner with us on the luncheon and give something for that.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
We'll be happy because, like I said, we're here to help each other, and everyone needs help. And I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I am happy to give back to the community.
Yeah,
all the time.
And I didn't know there was another earthquake in the Philippines this week. I knew about the one in Russia or off the coast of Alaska about a week or so ago that was pretty big, but excuse me. I'm not sleepy.
Coffee.
This happens every show, and I am not tired, and I'm not sleepy. Why my body does that, I don't know. But anyway, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear about that. What area or what was the size of it? Did you say it was yesterday?
My mom just called me before the talk show, and when I woke up, I saw, like, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's 6.7 magnitude.
Oh, so it was today.
Yeah, it's today before our talk show. So when I got up, I saw it,
wow.
and then mom called me also. He said, like, it's happening again. I was like,
Oh, wow.
I felt bad. So yeah. So
I see it. 6.9, 27
6.9
miles
more stronger.
from Cebu, Philippines.
Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. I'm from Cebu. I'm a Cebuana.
Oh wow! So it's literally like 27 miles from your hometown. So
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear about that. I did not know, but I do see it. It was like I have things on here that say 7:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 7:12 a.m. So
Yeah.
6.9, which we know is very, very strong, and for that island, that's quite a bit. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I will keep your family in prayer for sure, and your friends over there, because we know how devastating earthquakes can be, and then we know that on islands there could be tsunamis. We've seen it in Thailand. I used to live in Japan when I was in the Air Force, and whenever there was an earthquake out in the water or close, and I was on Okinawa, they would always tell us, hey, prepare for a tsunami, right? So I know with the Philippines, it's that same type of thing. So I'm sorry to hear about that, and we'll definitely keep your family in prayer and covered. Is there anything else before we kind of finish that you want to make sure, other than that you will give back or whatever, that you have as a takeaway for people to connect with you at Rapid Response Restoration LA?
Yeah. Thank you, Toni. First things first, thank you for having me in your show. Thank you also to Jamal and to the rest of the team for having me here and giving me an opportunity to speak about my company and able to help people too. And to all the people, like, or to all our viewers, like, you may call Toni or you may call me directly. That's my personal number. Don't hesitate, even though late night, my phone is open. Okay, I don't sleep, I guess. But if ever I don't answer, all my calls will gonna go there, will be forwarded to my assistant. But my phone is open because I will be happy to serve you directly.
Yeah,
So
thank you. That's so important. And then I do want to put a little plug in. I told you we were specifically going to speak about rapid response restoration, but you also have Alpa's marketing and digital solutions. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to talk about that. That's your own personal thing. I know you're helping your friend with rapid response, but you also provide and serve people through marketing, because you are the VP of this company's marketing, but marketing and digital solutions. So obviously this is your personal number. If somebody wants to contact you about that because they need help with marketing or digital solutions, tell them what you do and how you can help in that area as well.
Okay, so Alpa's marketing and digital solution, I own the company as well. I run the company. The company like started, we exist for like almost 3 years already, and blessed that my clients is here in the States and my employees are in the Philippines. My team, I don't want to call them employees, I call them my team. Okay, so yeah, because I cannot do it without them. So now for Alpa's marketing and digital solutions, we offer virtual assistants, which is tailored of the client's needs. For example, you need a bookkeeping, you need an EA, which is executive assistant, you need social media management, maintenance of your website, anything you need, we tailored it as long as we can do it digital.
Nice.
So yeah, so you can check also Alpa's marketing alpasmarketingllc.com.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just pulled it up and I see that as well, or that website as well. So, but that's good to know, because there are some people that have small businesses and just don't have all the help they need, whether it's an executive assistant, whether it's any of the other services that you all provide. So you are an extremely busy woman, because you are doing the restoration, but then you also have this business and,
Yeah.
you know, the general administrative tasks, appointment setting, social media management. That's super important, because if someone has a company and does not have the capacity or the bandwidth to do all of their social media marketing, they might need help with that, or do the digital marketing, the email marketing, or any of that. So it's nice to know, oh, you got branding and graphic design, copywriting, lead generation. So yeah, it's really good to know that, oh, you even do embroidery for
Yes, because digital solution is under the VA. Marketing is like I have different vendors since I've been in the industry for restoration for like 6 years already. So I've encountered like, you know, like what our clients also like they do embroidery, so we put them in our vendors list. So we want to help people as well, like in that case, with their business to grow. So on the other hand, aside from the restoration, under Alpas for marketing, we have construction as well. So those people like those people like needs manpower. We have it here, and if you want to do it digital for your virtual assistants, that's why Alpas Marketing and Digital Solutions. Alpas Marketing Digital Solutions, we function all around the world. Yeah, so there.
Well, I'm glad that you talked to me about that the other day, and that I remembered to bring that up, because you are like an octopus apparently, and have your hands all over the place doing a little bit of everything. So, but it's really good because you do have some expertise in several areas, because if you do the remediation and then somebody needs other construction, you also have that available, or can reach out to vendors that you've worked with that can help with that as well. So again, Sunshine, thank you so much for coming on the podcast with us today. Thank you. And I'm going to bring Brian and Jamal on. I don't know if they have any other questions, but guys, pop in. And if you have any questions for Sunshine, please come in and ask. But just your heart to know that, like, hey, we all need to help one another, and we're here and we want to give back. I appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
I'm like Toni. I'm trying to figure out how you get a chance to do everything that you do. When you mentioned before the rapid response company, that was amazing in and of itself, and all the things that you do, and the fact that you're saying people can call you at any time of day. And then when you popped up your other company, it's like, oh my goodness, what time do you have to rest?
Right.
I don't have. Actually, like my captain told me, like, cause I play pool too. I compete. So
Wait, you play what?
I compete for pool. That's my break time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You shoot pool too?
Yeah, I play pool. I play golf. I shoot
pool
guns.
shark. Wow. Okay.
What's your game? Is it 8-ball or 9-ball?
Yeah. I'm sorry?
8-ball or 9-ball?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Brian didn't pop on. He's always playing pool on his phone and whenever he can.
Yeah, that's my last time actually. Because for me, like, I want to, what do you call this? Because for me, like, I want to use my brain all the time. Trust me, if I just sit down, sometimes even I'm driving, I listen to any audibles. Because for me, learning is like, this world is unlimited. This world is library, and I don't want my mind to rest. If I rest, I want to make sure I'm learning.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's impressive. Admirable, as a matter of fact. You're taking full advantage of every second that you're awake, and you limit and you maximize your awake time. That's very cool. I appreciate you coming on and sharing.
Minutes in a day, and she is probably using 1,400 of those minutes.
Mm-hmm. That keeps you ahead of the game. That keeps you definitely ahead of the game.
Maximize your 1440, and it sounds like you, Sunshine, are absolutely maximizing those 1,440 minutes every day.
Yeah.
So hopefully you come back on, kind of let us know how things are going with your company in relation to dealing with the folks at Altadena. We always like to have updates if we can. And I'm very informative, and thank you again.
Thank you so much, and for the team. It's like really an opportunity for me to have me here.
No comments, B?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Quite well.
Oh, okay. She sounds like me. Using every minute of the day.
Sorry?
Cool. I said, you sound like me using every minute of the day to do something.
Yes. Exactly.
I hate sleeping. I'm missing out on doing some work.
Yes. My friend once told me, like, cause they're trying, like, they keep on teasing at me. Rest is for weak.
Well, some people say, you can rest and sleep when you're dead. So
that's what I've heard.
My dad used to tell me that.
Look,
sleep when you're dead. Get up here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let me tell you something. Y'all make me feel, no, I do not feel that way. You all make me sound like a slacker because I believe in a nap. I believe in rest because rest is short for restoration. And so everything that I put out every day, I need to rest and replenish.
Tony, you don't even need to talk. You do so much as it is, too.
Exactly. Tony, what do I tell you I do after the podcast is over?
Take a nap?
Exactly.
Me. I be taking naps, y'all.
I was worried because Tony got sick.
I don't think you take any naps, Sunshine. So kudos to you.
No, I settle it for one day, like 1 day for 1 week. That it's just me. I'm gonna do the things me. So like Saturday or Sunday, I'll find time. I go to the church and me meditate and all those stuff. It's just me that I don't want to be distracted. But of course, if my phone will gonna ring, I'm gonna answer.
Of course, you're gonna answer it.
No, you have to leave you a voicemail and then you contact them when you're ready. That's what I do because I have people call me during church a lot too, and I send them. It's on usually mute, but I'll send them to voicemail or it'll go to voicemail and I'll contact them later. So please make sure you get your rest so that your body behaves and doesn't turn on you for not getting it.
Exactly. It happened to me that I can get up on my bed. That was my rest. Yeah.
We're gonna put your contact information up there one more time. So folks, if you want to reach out, get to Sunshine and Rapid Response Restoration LA.com to actually get that assistance. Definitely go there. And if you need some of the marketing information or assistance, you can go to AlpusMarketingLLC.com.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Sunshine. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Now, what we do at this point, Jamal has announcements that we do through the rest of the week. You have a choice. You can stay on and listen, or you can drop. And I know you're going to drop because I know you have calls coming in and all kinds of stuff. So that's perfectly fine. But, and then you have my email. If there is an announcement or a flyer that you want us to post, send it to me. We'll include it in our announcements as well. And then we have some things to go over through email anyway about the other donation for the luncheon in November and all that. So we'll stay in contact. And again, thank you so much for being our guest today and chatting with us. Appreciate you so much.
I'm having a great time, like being here. Thank you for the team. Like you all have a positive energy, and thank you for the warm welcome. And anytime you can call me also, like Toni, get in touch. Okay, you have my number.
Yep.
And Jamal and B right now, I've met them. So
she didn't even say Brian. She said B because that's what we call it. You fit right in with the team. Love it.
No, because I have a brother. He's black as well, and I call him E. His name is Eric. So E.
Eden called me at the beginning of the show. Yep, that's awesome.
Yeah. So call me anytime. And to all the viewers, thank you. And don't hesitate to call. We're here to help you out. And when it comes to if you have a problem with insurance and all this stuff, we're here to guide you as well. Call me.
Sunshine.
Perfect.
I love it. All right,
have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. God bless. Have a good day.
God bless.
Thank
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All righty. So now it's just us. I like her energy and her personality and stuff. She fit right in.
Yep. That's crazy how much stuff she does, though. But it
Who
does
you
sound
telling?
like me, and it sounds like you. I don't do half as much, but I'm not even going to pretend. There are
But you
times
know-
when I get crazy.
Wait, hold on.
No. There are times when I get action packed, but I guarantee you, I'm trying to go to bed.
Hold on. Let me just
trying to
break
go to
you down
bed.
real quick.
Mhm.
This music in the background, who did that?
Jamal.
I don't know.
The other music that we got, who did that? Who does the announcements? Who does the research? We all are niche in what we do.
I'm not talking about just
within the realm of what we're capable of.
Talks.
Right.
Let me tell you
that. I'm talking about that 1440 that Tony was talking about. I do not maximize all 1440 of those.
But
y'all do. Kids take up 1220 of it.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Maximizing 1440 does not mean you are working, but you're getting the most impact out of the 1440 minutes that we are given every single day, whether it is being the amazing dad you are and husband you are, because you are one of the most dedicated brothers I've ever seen in my life when it comes to your daughters and your wife. Whether it's being on here, making music, doing all that. Let me tell you something. When we go to these events, what am I doing? I'm walking around talking because that's my thing. What are you doing?
Man,
you are
she's going to get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money, Tony.
Right.
Get the money.
Hello.
Okay. Stop. I receive all that.
Yeah. So that's what we need. You are doing your part. I couldn't sit there behind the computer when I'm on the computer all week and be out at an event and do what you do, right? Make sure we're live, make sure everything is right. Brian's walking around interviewing people. I'm talking to everybody, vetting them on the spot, seeing about them coming on the show or not, and talking about, can we get some donations? Because we have this event coming up. So
break me off.
You are maximizing your 1440. It may just look differently than how my maximization or Brian's is. And I think Sunshine blows all of us out the water because she maximizes probably 1400.
Yeah, I just want to trade age with her. Then I can go ahead.
She must be part Jamaican, Filipino, and
that's
Jamaican.
What I was getting ready to say, but I was like, she may not get that reference. She might get offended. But baby, she's like a Jamaican with a whole bunch of jobs doing her thing.
She's a Jamaican.
Get her done. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and read these announcements. Let me cough because that.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna take it in.
You're funny. You are funny. All right. So what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna do all of them like I normally do. I'm gonna just do the ones for the week
give a little
after
taste,
the gray slide, because the other stuff is the county and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, here we go. Let me hit this over here. Sorry, B. I didn't realize you were talking.
Now I said between you and that kind of junk and Tony's whatever.
Whatever. You already know.
All right, I'm just trying to wrap the statement up. So that's what I said. But anywho, so Hope Now CRC has weekly talks. They're located at 1800 North Lake Avenue in Pasadena from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Mondays. Yesterday was Men's Talk Monday. Wednesday is Women's Talk Wednesday. And then Thursdays, they have Teen Talk Thursdays. So they want you to come as you are, leave even greater with revived hope. You sign up. They're requesting that you sign up 24 hours in advance to ensure space and as a courtesy to the guests. You would go to info@hopenowcrc.org via email to set this up, or you can go to the website www.hopenowcrc.org. All right. Of course, I'm clicking the wrong screen. And the LA Fire Justice is continuing their workshop series designed to provide you a roadmap and answer your questions about the rebuilding process. The next installment will be tonight, and they're going to be talking about choosing the right builder. The next one will be next Wednesday, or rather Tuesday, where they're discussing your rebuild game plan. The location for this event is the Altadena Coalition, which is at 409 East Woodbury Road in Altadena. Opening remarks begin at 6:30, followed by guest speaker at 6:45, and then Q&A at 7:30. And the Hollywood Food Coalition is continuing their community food distribution. The next one will be tomorrow, October 1st, and it'll be from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the main library parking lot in Altadena, which is 600 Mariposa Street. They are asking if you can to please bring your own bags and definitely get there as soon as you can because supplies are limited and it is a first come, first serve basis. And one of our favorite slides, Juicy Little Finds Thrift Store presents every Wednesday.
We out here.
The We Out Here Market, that's right. It is every Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the world famous Fair Oaks Burger at 2560 North Fair Oaks Avenue in Altadena. Please remember to bring proof of your Altadena residency, just as simple as bringing your ID. And some of the items that are actually going to be at this event are free farmers market. It's a free vegan hot meals, some free vegan hot meals, free groceries, hygiene products, thrift store pop-up, legal advice, love and prayers, and much, much more. Please bring your own bag. And if you are interested in getting additional information regarding this event or anything else that Juicy Little Finds does, please reach out and go to the website at juicylittle.org. Then the Pasadena Village Centering Sounds free concert series. They're actually going to have Journey Through the Landscape of Jazz with Chad Edwards Ensemble. This will be Thursday, October 2nd from 5:30 to 7 p.m. in Sierra Madre Playhouse, which is at 87 West Sierra Madre Boulevard. The Center Sounds free concert series is for those impacted by the fires and the community to gather, build connection, and heal through music. It is open to the public, and they are asking that you scan the QR code to reserve your spot because space apparently is limited. You can also call for registration at 626-765-6037. And today is the last day. If you're an LA Fire survivor, this is the last chance for you to get your free mattress from Living Spaces. It ends the program for those free mattresses for the wildfire survivors today, which is the 30th of September. So please go ahead and check this out if you do need a mattress, as again, today is the last day. And then the Altadena Chamber of Commerce and the Mariposa Junction are seeking Altadena small businesses, artists, and makers who sell goods, wares, and experiences for the Altadena small business market. They are encouraging local youth groups to also apply. The actual event will be Saturday, November 29th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. located on Mariposa Street between Lake and El Molino in Altadena. Today, though, is the deadline for applications for vendors. So if you're interested in being a vendor, please scan the QR code, or you can also call 626-794-3988 to become a vendor and fill out your application. And then join with Neighborhood Housing Services and Restore the Legacy LA Coalition for the Rebuild and Recovery Workshop. The next installment for them will be this Saturday, October 4th, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at First Church of the Nazarene. This is located at 3700 East Sierra Madre Boulevard in Pasadena. They're serving the Eaton Fires with interim housing support, NHS grants and CalAssist mortgage grant program, low-cost construction project management, technical support to select a general contractor or architect, mission-driven real estate services to help you whether you're buying, selling, or rebuilding, as well as estate planning, legal services at no charge. They're asking that you register online at nhslacounty.org. And you go to the event section and you can go ahead and register there. Or if you have some questions, you can call 213-381. This is the one I didn't verify. I'll have to get the proper number for you.
The one with the 9 numbers at the end?
Yeah, it's got 5 digits instead of 4. So sorry about that.
Come on, people, get it together with your flyers. Come on. We're here to.
Maybe they didn't. Yeah, NHS. Yeah. Maybe they didn't. No one told them. And then also on Saturday.
Okay. I said someone did not proofread.
Yeah. And then also Saturday, this Saturday, October 4th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. is the Black Education Expo. That's K through 12. It's designed to educate, inspire, and inform. It's co-presented by the Pasadena Council member Tyrone Hampton. This is going to be located at the Pasadena Convention Center, which is 300 East Green Street in Pasadena. This event basically connects K through 12 students, parents, and educators with 50 plus educational, wellness, and career resources. Please scan the QR code if you're interested. It is free admission, and paid parking is on site, and they are metro accessible. This seems like it should be a pretty cool event. And the Altadena Grocery Outlet is proud to host the semi-annual pancake breakfast, benefits Altadena Mountain Rescue Team and other local organizations. It is also Saturday, October 4th from 8 a.m. to 10:30. Here or to go tickets are free. Tickets are available at the sheriff stations, El Patron Restaurant, Grocery Outlet, or the AltadenaRotary.org. If you have questions related to the sheriff station, you can reach out at 626-798-1131. The proceeds are going to benefit the Altadena Mountain Rescue Team and other local organizations. And if you wish to make a donation, they have a couple QR codes that you can scan. And then Tastadena invites you to the next chapter. It's a night of music, poetry, and connection. Again, it's October 4th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is going to take place at the Altadena Library, 600 East Mariposa Street in Altadena. And Rebuild LA Resource Fair is going to be provided. It's put on by the Building Industry Association of Southern California and Builders for Better Communities Foundation. It's going to take place on Tuesday, October 14th from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at Noir at the Paseo. This is located at 300 East Colorado Boulevard, Suite 200. This is upstairs next to what used to be... what was the Mexican restaurant that closed?
El Cholo.
El Cholo's, yeah. Directly across from El Cholo's, closer to Marengo and Paseo. Planning your rebuild, the experts can answer your questions about materials, services, and next steps. Basic members have been building homes. BIASC members have been building homes in the Southern California region for over 100 years and are pleased to offer their expertise as you navigate the complex rebuilding process. Meet the trades you need to help you rebuild, ask questions about the process, be educated on fire-resistant materials, and get advice on insurance issues, permits, and much, much more. All wildfire victims are welcome. Admission is free for those who lost their homes. You can register at biasc.org/events. And if you have questions, you can actually reach out to Patrice Quisenberry at patriceq@williamsrebuild.com or Melissa Autumn at Melissa@homes. I can't even read that. I'm sorry.
homeaid.la.org. That's what it looks like. Homeaid.
Yeah. Oh, homes. Yeah. homeaidocla.org. All right. Cool.
PIMP-OLG.
And then the last one, Tony, if you can click the QR codes, it'll be in the upper left corner of the screen. So we'll have two QR codes. This last item is the AltadenaTalks Foundation presenting the Day of Thanks community luncheon for the folks of Altadena, our community. It is Saturday, November 20th. Why did I keep not changing this slide? Anyway, it's Saturday, November 22nd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It'll be at the Loma Alta Park Gymnasium, and this is located at 3330 North Lincoln Avenue in Altadena. As I indicated before I started the slide, there are two QR codes. We encourage you to go ahead and sign up. You can share it with your friends and family. We do have a limited capacity of 1,000. So we do encourage you to jump on it now. I'm not sure if we released the QR code to the Rotary and the other organizations that we're going to share it with yet. But
no.
Okay,
I'll
good.
I'll be doing that tomorrow.
Oh,
Mark went off on me on Sunday, Tony. He said, "You haven't given me the QR code yet." I said, "We got to give our people a chance."
Mark, look, So Mark
He's
Mariscal.
excited. He's enthusiastic.
Yeah, so I have not emailed, but I will be emailing all of them. Rotary, because he even said to a couple of people that he introduced me to, he said, "Oh, we're going to be helping them with this event," because I applied for a grant from them.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll have it. But yeah, today, I don't want to say today is the last day, but the last day that we're going to announce it, where we're allowing our guests first to click on that QR code. I can tell you there are 3 people who have signed up so far. So I say that because I want our folks to be able to get in there and get signed up so that they come to this luncheon as we give back to the community. Because I can almost promise you, when this gets released to Altadena Rotary, the town council, and some other, that Altadena Fire Survivors or Eaton Fire Survivors Network, those 1,000 spots are going to be gone like that.
In addition, we're going to start promoting it as well on our social. But we're going to do it even more so on our socials.
Oh, yeah. We've been doing it just because we want people to do it. So I did make some changes to the form that also has, if you're a renter or a homeowner, it has to have your family size, your email and phone number should be on here. And then you have to also upload a valid proof of ID. Pasadena, Altadena, with your address. That data is only, I have it goes to a secured folder that we can review and make sure. But when we get to that cap, we're capped and you won't be able to do it. So this will not be something like we've seen with other events in Altadena where people are standing in line for hours and hours and hours and don't get served or don't get what there is. We are and have been receiving sponsorships because not only to feed, we want to be a blessing and give people gift cards. We don't know the amount that people will get. It will be 1 per family. So if your family you list here says 4, that will be 1 gift card. If you have 6, if you have 2, Brian Bacchus just signed up. All righty.
I was testing it.
Well, but I also
because I just submitted it. You said it.
I saw it as soon as you did. You're now number 4 for 2 people. I had your phone number and you were a renter. And so each family will leave with a gift card of, depending on what our sponsorships are, they could be 50, they could be 100, they could be 150. Whatever we get, we're going to pour right back into the community because this is the Saturday prior to Thanksgiving. So however your family celebrates Thanksgiving, we want to contribute to that. So that if you're going to do traditional and have a turkey and ham and all that, here's some money towards that. If you do enchiladas and tamales and Spanish rice and all that, I might come to your house because I love Mexican food.
You are lying.
Right. But we want to go to that. If you do chicken cordon bleu or prime rib or whatever it is, Altadena Talks loves Altadena and wants to give to the community. So we really want you to go in and sign up and be a part of it. I need to sign my mama and them up because I don't know if she's watching. But
exactly, that's what I signed up.
Yeah, but people who lost their homes, people who were renters, and we also want to do something special. I met a lot of people at the event Saturday. This lady that makes monkey bread, baby. Every time you
monkey bread,
there's these little mini ones though.
I don't know why. I love it.
Dude, she has cinnamon monkey bread. I think she said she makes cornbread muffins, sweet potato monkey bread, something. But I got the thought, like, it would be so great to get a couple of those. And we have some raffles and other people that want to give in-kind donations, that we have some raffles. So people will leave with some things, right? Depending on what is donated to us monetarily or in-kind.
And I got to tell you, though, when I was a kid, I used to think monkey bread was really made out of monkeys, and I didn't get down with it at first. I was very young when I was introduced to monkey bread, and I'm not ashamed to share that I really.
So we can also call it. So in the African American community, we call it monkey bread because it's an old staple tradition that has been passed down for generations. Some people call it pull apart bread, but pull up, Brian or Jamal, a picture of it somewhere so people can see what we're talking about.
Didn't it be?
But
no.
They literally, he said no.
I'm in the middle of doing something else.
I could tell because you all over the place, looking all over. But it's some monkey bread. So you pull it apart and you eat it. And she had given me, she had samples, and it was the cinnamon monkey bread. And I was like, Lord have mercy. So met with her, told her about the event.
Jamal, no, you shouldn't even let Jamal pull it up. He gonna like just look at it for a few minutes before he even.
You know I did. Look at that. I'm not even taking a picture. Oh, hold on. Let me remove this.
Yeah, but anyway, we really there it is. Hers looked like that one dead center that said nope. Yep, just like that. Nope. Yep, that one. Hers looked like that.
Well, you're gonna just pull it apart. Everybody.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I call it, pull apart bread too.
Yeah, some people call it pull apart bread.
Well, I call it monkey bread because when you give monkeys a whole bunch of fruit, they all come and just snatch it.
No. So anyway, I talked to her, and we may very well have some of those that, we have raffle tickets and just give, and we just pull and do some raffles, different kinds, but definitely we want it to be a good event because
monkey bread.
Y'all, I got woke up, I think a month ago, about 2 or 2:30 in the morning, and God told me to do this.
Monkey bread.
Yeah, and so I said, okay, Lord, I'll do it. Our community needs the hugs, the laughter, the love, all of that. I'm working on trying to get some special guests there. And so as we know more later, we'll share. But this event is happening. We've got some people. Brian, you got to call your contact who wants to do some sponsoring, and some other people I will follow up with. But
he's actually going to call me because he keeps calling me.
Well, text him and tell
him. He's getting approval.
Okay, that's fine. So as soon as we can, we already have about 6,000 that's been donated, and I'm reaching for the stars. I'm reaching for about 75, 100,000. Don't know that we'll get that, but whatever we get, it's going to be an extremely nice event. It's going to be elegant. People will be served. They won't have to stand in line to get their food. There will not be any paper plates or anything like that. It will be more upscale than that because we want Altadenians to know how much they are loved. We love each other, right? And like I said, we may have a comedian there cracking a few jokes. His name may just be Brian Bacchus, but we may have a comedian there, and then some other entertainment or whatever throughout the event. So hopefully we get a great turnout, and this is something that the people, oh my God, move it. That is not monkey bread. That's monkeys in the Twinkie box. I know. This
is why they call it monkey bread, because monkeys always snatching stuff. That's why I want to say
it. Absolutely not.
No, give me the bread, monkey. I don't know why it's not playing. You know me, I have difficulties.
This is monkey breads. Different.
Yeah, and that was monkeys grabbing bread.
Monkey grabbing Twinkies out the box.
Hey, a slightly different side note. I do want to give a shout out to the baker, Toni Bailey Range. She whipped up a batch of some oatmeal cookies and shared them with me. And I want to say that they're quite delicious. I thank you very much for that. They were good.
I'm waiting on the peanut butter ones.
Look, you know what's funny? While Jamal was doing announcements, I got a cookie and I wrapped it in, paper towel and put it in the microwave for like 10 plus seconds. So it got warmed up. And while I was over there, because there's one left from that batch that I made Saturday, I said, I guess I got to do peanut butter pretty soon because Brian wants some peanut butter. But you all, I love to cook. I love to bake. And the cookie that I made Saturday is what we talked about for Minute Friday. It's oatmeal. And I use real organic oats. I do everything from scratch, butter, flour, all that. But I had pecans, cranberries, and currants in it. I do not like raisins at all, but the golden raisins, which are currants, I'll eat those. So that's the cookie that Jamal was talking about. I gave you, 5 or 6? And so I'm surprised you still have any.
I only got a couple left.
But he said, these will be gone probably by midday.
Right. I thought they were.
And he was like, those were rich. And so he didn't eat them all, and he has a couple left. But you're so welcome.
They're delicious.
Like I said, I love to cook. I love to bake. So I'm always in this kitchen. And so I'm thrilled that you enjoyed it. Brian, I will get on it sometime this week. I will be making you some cookies. Because if we have anything here that's happening on the 4th, I won't be here. I got to go out of town real quick. But So I'll try to
I'll
give
be at
people
the pancake breakfast, making sure I capture all the resident stuff in their mouth.
And then are you also going to taste the dinner at the library parking lot later?
Later on that night?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Day before.
Hold on.
No, it's the 4th, that night, that evening. You're gargled now. That's crazy.
Talk again. You should be fine. Try it
Say it
again.
He said again. He's such
He's
a
so
jerk.
mad when he gets garbled.
Right.
Like,
he gets like pissed off at the world when it happens.
Because it should not be happening. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
blaming
okay.
it on the boogie.
But yeah, so I told Mark Marcel that I wasn't going to be there because I had to run out of town up north for a family funeral Saturday and back Saturday night. But not run, I'm a fly. I said run upstairs. But the street continues.
Oh yeah, it's technical issues.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Every day.
And I'm supposed to be in extravagant style with great internet with
It's all good. It's all good.
like
So, yes.
yesterday I went live and my mom goes, can't hear it. And I go, oh my God, why did I
Was
go
she
live?
texting
Did
you
hear
to say it?
Jamal?
Huh?
Could you hear the live yesterday?
Yeah. Wait, yeah, I could. At first I could not. Oh, I'm sorry. At first I could not. Apparently I was
You were
very
too
loud.
loud.
when I
You were
made
too
that
loud.
comment. Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah,
please
look like-
click on this QR code, y'all. Please click and sign up, because when I send this email out tomorrow, trust me, Altadena Rotary Town Council, everybody that I'm sending it to is going to flood their people who are on their mailing list, and people are going to sign up. And I can guarantee you by Thursday morning, I will be saying, oh, we don't have 4 entries now. We have 400 entries, right?
Significantly more.
And it might be 2 or more per, and I got to stop it at 1,000. So I'm watching this consistently. So please go in, sign up, so that you can be there and be a part. Okay.
Yeah, mine doesn't even count. I just did that as a test.
Yeah, no, but you are a renter who lost
Yeah.
everything. Yours does count.
Yeah. it
I'm
does.
going to be volunteering.
You're not exempt because you're part of Altadena Talks. This is for those impacted, period. So you put yours
Well,
down.
I'm going to just let y'all know that every time we make announcements and there's some kind of grant or something, I'm filling it out right there when you make an announcement.
Yeah, as you should.
Absolutely. Yeah, because we're going for it. We're asking. Because I put that thing into Fat Brands last week. I got to follow up with Mark on that one. Like, hey, you on the board, director on the board. Did you check in yet with them? Because we need it. So yeah, we're just trying to do something really nice because we love our town and community members. And there's still a lot of negative. I know people are very hurt. People are very, still lost and all of that. But you have to make a choice every day when you get up with what you want to partake in or do, right? You make a choice to get up and start your day. You make a choice to take a shower. You make a choice to get in the car and go to work. You make a choice to whatever. And when it comes to the loss in Altadena, we have to make a choice. Do we just stay angry and bitter and let it hold us back and not move forward? Or do we try to begin to release some of the anger, right? The loss, you can never release what has happened. And I'm not saying that. But you have to make a conscious choice every day. I choose to be positive as possible. Do I still cry sometimes when I talk about it? Absolutely. Do I still cry when I drive down the blocks and past, my old park, my old schools that are gone, my old, our house and all of that? Absolutely. But I'm super thankful and grateful that every day I get to get up and be as positive as I can be and try to make whatever impact I can make. And what we are doing here is to make an impact for our community, right? And to keep Altadena in the news and circulated and alive. Even if we're not on the major news channels, we are literally keeping things going. We try to bring people on. We try to talk about it. We try to not let it just die, because the next disaster happens, media goes to that one. So whatever we can do, we are trying to do it and trying to be positive in doing it and making a conscious choice to show up here every day. And on the outings that we go to or events, that's a choice. None of us have to do any of it. And I'm not talking about the three of us. I'm talking about as a community. But there are amazing organizations doing things in the community. They're making a choice every day to get out there and do it. So thank you to all of those organizations that are doing things and that keep us informed so we can inform the community. Lena Kennedy is doing things. Thank you, Lena. Neighborhood Housing Services. Thank you. Eaton Fire Collaborative. Thank you for what you all are doing. For a minute, it was a hot mess. Now it seems to have a lot of structure. The collaboratory building is opening very soon. Altadena Rising, Ash and Taylor. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
OCRC.
Everybody, thank you. All the churches, Pasadena Church, Victory Bible Church, like all people that are doing amazing things still 8.5 months later and are dedicated to continue in the long-term recovery. Thank you. We partly dedicate this show, right, to you. It's to all Altadenians, but what we're doing, we couldn't do if it wasn't for all the organizations, the town council, the Rotary Club, the Chamber of Commerce, everybody, LA County and the supervisors, right? Because they are voting on things that are helping us in the community. So thank you everyone for doing what you are doing and doing your part. And nobody has to ever compete against one another, because what we do because this is who we are and this is our niche. What other organizations do, they do. But as long as we remember that it's for our community and about one another and keep it going positively always, we're going to be just fine. So thank you, Marcus, for posting that about Dina Love is Real. And yeah, it does hit hard. It comes in waves. And you went to Loma Alta Park and you were leaving and it was all the way pitch dark, right? Except for your headlights. That will hit you hard. That'll make you just break down. And so, you know.
Oh, you talking about last night? Yeah. And yeah, you know what? I have to agree with you, Marcus. When I left last night, and I drove up Loma Alta, I started paying attention to streetlights. Now, there are streetlights on Loma Alta in the main drags, but when you turn down certain streets, it's depressing, to say the least. Yeah. And as I'm driving down Marengo to go down, you know, to get some gas off at the New York Lake A&PM, I can't remember where things are. I can't. There's no house. There's nothing. It's so dark. You can't see
no landmarks.
You only see the street, like the signal lights. That's it.
Right.
And yes, it was. As I think I was behind you, Marcus, and then you turned off, and then I went straight down Wapello to Marengo. And I remember because I used to walk that route, go up Faros, across Wapello, down Marengo, back down Palm. When I went across Wapello, my first thing that I look at is that one property that has the 5 nice big houses on it. And it's not there anymore. It's just a big dirt lot. And it's like, yeah, it's sad. But
you know what? Even in that, for you and Marcus, and everyone else that went to that Southern Cal Edison, SoCal Edison meeting last night and left and experienced that same thing, right? That kind of heaps trauma on top of the trauma, because now we used to be up there at night, whether it was walking or whatever, you kind of know where to go, you know your landmarks, you know where, hey, there might be a bear coming over here, or you could hear something, or maybe that's a bobcat or a mountain lion or coyotes or whatever. Now, I wouldn't want to walk up there at dark at all. Right? Because you could easily run to somebody's house, you know, to get away from something. Now you can't. It's open season.
Not so much.
The animals. But you still, just what I was saying, you chose to wake up and be here today, Brian. Marcus chose to be on here today like he is every day. And that's what community is, us choosing what we want to do for the community, us choosing to stay positive, us choosing to stay as happy as we can in the midst of everything. So kudos to both of you, because that could have like made you cry, snot and cry, be bummed and not show up today because it was too heavy, right? So even in the midst of the heaviness and the trauma, we are choosing every day to show up for ourselves and for our community, so that hopefully community members that watch and share can do the same. They say, you know what, I'm going to choose to show up for myself today. I'm going to choose to show up at these events for the community that are being given, and to be a helping hand where I can. That's the most important thing that we can continue to do right now.
And I want to add on something to what you were saying about the different groups. I think as time has progressed, each group has kind of really figured out what they do, and the
Mhm.
collaboration efforts have actually increased. And I think it's more beneficial now because there, some folks who were duplicating are now kind of segmenting and specializing in different areas, kind of like the Eat and Fire collaboration. Like you said, they're focusing now on long-term recovery efforts, and
Yep.
some of the other organizations are focusing on certain areas. So it's easier to collaborate, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that moving
Absolutely.
forward. And I'm happy to see that.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry to
What were
interrupt
you
me.
going to say, Brian?
Oh, well, I'm going to save what I really want to say for tomorrow. I know we got way
Yes.
back Wednesday, but we're going to be way back to this dang meeting from yesterday. Because first of all, I didn't appreciate having to turn my live off
Are you
when
gonna wait,
all we
or
were
are you
doing
gonna tell
was.
it all? I'm just messing with you.
Right,
Go
because he
ahead.
always starts talking about what he says he's going to do the next day. He gets in his feelings so fast and pops off every time. I love it. So
He's not even
tomorrow-
on. Look, he moved.
Right.
He actually got up and everything.
Right, the way. Okay, so we will transition into ending today's show because we've been on about an hour and 20 minutes, and he solidified it for us. So look at him. So what we'll do as we get ready to say toodles tomorrow, which is way back Wednesday, the first part will be literally Brian talking about that Edison meeting because he was there and what he experienced and what the questions were and what they said, because I saw you post something. So I'm super excited to hear about that because you were there in person. And then we'll do a little bit of way back Wednesday if we have time after announcements. But yes, we look forward to you telling us that tomorrow, Brian.
Okay.
So y'all, we love you. We are gonna say toodles.
We're gonna say peace, y'all.
Have a good rest of your Tuesday.
Later. I'm
We'll
hitting
eat
the
a
button.
taco.
Check your ears.